A man is buying food. Suddenly, a girl grabs his food and runs away. His pregnant wife tells him go catch her. The man starts chasing the girl. The girl runs fast and gives the food to her brother. Her brother asks, "Where did you get this from?" Just then, the man reaches them. When the boy sees him, he says, "Papa, what are you doing here?" The father is shocked and says, "What are you doing here? Why didn't you go to school? And now you started stealing too." The girl says, "Please forgive me, my brother, and I didn't eat for many days. That's why I did this." The father looks at his son and asks, "What happened to your foot?" The boy replies, "I was working at a construction site and I got hurt at that moment." The man's second wife comes and asks, "Who are these children?" The man says, "They are my kids from my first wife." He then asks them, "Why didn't you go to school? Didn't you pass the entrance exam?" The daughter quickly says, "We passed. The admission form is in our bag." She shows him the form. The man becomes very happy when he sees their good marks. He asks his son, "Why did you throw this away?" The boy says, "I just did." The father scolds him, "You got a chance to study in a good university, but you're wasting it. And you, why did you start stealing?" He asks his daughter. She answers, "Because we don't have money for university." The father says, "But every month I gave your grandmother money for your studies and food. Where is that money?" The children reply, "Grandmother used all the money for her son's wedding. That's why we had nothing left." The father asks, "Where is your mother?" The children say, "Our mother married another man and left us. After she left, Grandma also threw us out. She said studying is useless and told us to go." Instead, the father becomes sad and says to his elder son, "You should have told me. Why didn't you?" The son says, "I didn't want to disturb you. You already had many problems." The father then asks, "How much are your tuition fees?" The children reply, "Both of us together, 40,000 yuan." The man gives them the money and says, "Take this, pay your fee." But his second wife gets angry and walks away. The children thank their father. He tells them, "If you need more, ask me." The son says, "Papa, can we live with you?" The second wife overhears and secretly calls someone saying, "Bring 1 million yuan here." The man explains to his kids, "I am married again and my wife is pregnant. It will be hard to live together. I will arrange another place for you." The daughter cries and says, "Why do other children have both parents, but we don't? Doesn't Mama love us anymore?" The father hugs them and says, "Don't say that. I love you. You are my real children and I will always care for you." Just then the second wife comes back. She takes the money from the children and says, "I need to talk to my husband alone." The boy says to her, "Auntie, please don't be angry at Papa. It's not his fault. You can even keep the money if you want." The wife softens a little and says, "Wait here, I'll talk and come back." She takes her husband aside and says, "Why didn't you tell me before giving them money?" The man says, "Forgive me, I should have told you, but they are my children. I can't ignore them. Once they graduate, I will stop giving money." She asks, "Do you think money will solve all their problems?" The man replies, "No, but at least they can study, eat, and live properly." The wife sighs and says, "Money can buy things, but children need parents. Love." The man says then, "What should I do? Should I bring them to live with us?" At first, the wife walks away, but then she goes to the children and says, "We are meeting for the first time. I didn't bring gifts, but here is some money. Think of it as from your mother." The boy thanks her with tears. Finally, the wife turns to her husband and says, "Pack their things. They will live with us. They don't deserve to suffer for what happened with you and your first wife. I will try my best to give them a mother's love." The man and his children become very happy. Do you think money is enough, or do children need love more? Tell me in the comments.